Hi, Mark here from the Tangent Bound Podcast Network and host of the flagship show, the Tangent Bound Podcast. Did you know that we over at Tangent Bound are always looking for amazing podcasts to promote? And did you also know that we are also proud nerds and geeks of everything from movies, music, gaming, TV shows, and comic books to wrestling, MMA, soccer, and football? Whatever you can nerd or geek out about, we've got it. And if you're interested, we can help you find it. And if you're a show looking for a place to call home, we've got you covered. Side effects may include upset stomach, dizziness, tumors, shakes, and in some rare cases, death from excessive laughter. Though to be fair, it's only sometimes. Other side effects may include diarrhea, gallstones, heart palpitations, and strong desire for cookies on the dark side. Talk to your doctor and visit TangentBoundNetwork.com and see if Tangent Bound Network is right for you.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swabs it with Earl so it glistens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
The boys will let you know when there's a spurler. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language, episode 356.
The sexiest podcast on the network.
Alright.
Again and again and again, week after week.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, hi, Brian. How are you?
Hello, Tony. I'm, I don't know. I'm fine.
You're fine?
I'm not melting outside, so I'm good.
Fucking hot out there.
Oh, dude. Went to GameStop with my brother a little bit ago and just getting out of the car and walking, I don't know, 20 feet or whatever it was from the parking spot. It was more than that, but not much, you know. We were like at the spot right near the door, but there's still a little parking lot to walk through. By the time I got to the door, I'm like, whoo, you know, I was sweating. And I was like, Jesus, man.
Summer is officially here.
Man, yeah. It came in just swinging its dick around.
Oh boy, did it.
We had 2 days in a row with record highs, which I know some people listening, like, because our record highs were, 94 and I think 97 today or something like that.
Right.
And I know some people will be like, ooh, you know, because they get like 100 or 120.
Like field reporter Jared.
Yeah. He's probably like, that's it?
Yeah, he's like, man, I'd have put on a hoodie in that weather.
Right. You know, that's something that's always weird to me. Is like, I know in some like Middle Eastern countries and stuff, a lot of the guys wear, or people wear, like long long sleeves, long pants, and everything, like through all the weather, because it's, it helps keep the sun off of you, basically. But it's so weird to me when I see, like, yesterday, I was at Target, and there's this guy walking around with, like, a zip-up sweater on, and I mean, it was zipped, like, all the way up, and, full-on long pants, but they weren't dress pants. They looked more like black jeans. I was like, well, maybe that's a work thing.
He's for sure a serial killer.
Right? He kind of did look like one. But like today, I saw somebody outside by Kroger, a guy walking out, and he's got like a coat, and it looked like a sweatshirt on underneath. I'm like, I mean, I know some people get cold in the grocery store, but I don't know, man.
Unless he's for sure stealing stuff.
That's also a possibility. Yeah.
He's getting some Folgers crystals underneath that thing.
Yeah, I bet he's got some crystals in there.
It's this hot out,
Yeah.
I'm like, it's flip-flops for life.
I don't agree with you on that.
Who gets goddamn albatross feet? If I could get away with in general public, I'd probably bust that out.
Yeah.
I'd say I got to be as a cucumber out there, Brian.
Yeah.
Cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, that's like me. Usually once it hits like 50, 55, I'm like, no more pants. So, yeah, in this weather, I'm definitely t-shirt and shorts person, because I don't know how anybody can stand it, I mean, I can get it, like, wearing long sleeves or whatever. I can understand, like, especially if that's what you have to wear to work or whatever, it's like, I get that. But I don't get the people wearing casual wear that are like, walking around like it's the middle of December, What are you doing?
Well, I mean, once upon a time when I worked in refineries, we'd have to wear those coveralls.
Yeah.
Because they were fireproof.
Right.
Because, you don't want to burn alive.
No, probably not. Yeah.
Yeah, but when it got hot like today, I was basically nude underneath them. I'm like boxer shorts.
Yeah, I imagine.
Socks, work boots.
It was like those jumpsuits that like mechanics or something could wear. It's like I've known guys that's pretty much what they do too. It's just they got their drawers on underneath, and that's it. Yep,
that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Well, you never know. I might slide around a pipe rack and start doing a sexy striptease.
It's going to be over pretty quick, though. I mean,
well, it's true.
Unless you got some tassels on underneath that too.
Slow reveal.
Yeah.
when I do my striptease, it's like doing barbecue, low and.
You just unzip the overalls. You just like unhook one and tease it around, swinging it around.
Exactly. Oh, hell yeah. I know it's up. You gotta keep the hard hat on because safety.
Well, obviously, right.
Safety first.
Of course.
Yeah, naturally.
Never mind the swinging around a pole at a place where you could catch on fire. But, it's all right.
For sure. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. It makes it extra hot because of the danger.
Yeah.
At least that's what they tell me.
Right. Ugh. I do not envy anyone having to work outside in this shit, though. I'll tell you that. So, have a nice day at work tomorrow.
Well, oof. Yeah, I'll work up a nice sweat.
Yeah, good lather, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. A nice lather. I'll have a fresh batch of ball stew up by the end of the day.
Maybe a couple.
Maybe a couple.
Your ball sack's gonna look like Shaq's head when he was
exactly. Yeah, same color and everything.
Wow, that's something you might want to get looked at or wash. I don't know.
That's right.
Don't think you're getting
in. Necrotic will be all right.
Yeah. Oh my. Oof. Yeah, definitely. This Gold Bond's rubbing its hands together right now. Excellent.
No. Under Armour for life.
Mm.
If you want to talk to my coworker today, he'll pull his pen out of his pocket and it's covered in baby powder. he powders aggressively.
Well, I can't say that I'd blame him. That's, it sucks when it's this kind of weather and it's not, You certainly don't want the old, gum on a hot sidewalk.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You're doing that weird walk like you got shot in the leg and you're just trying to, dislodge.
Yeah. Hoping your balls will just peel off of your leg.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's like peeling off a fruit roll-up.
Right. Or when an egg sticks,
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. Good fun. Good time.
That's why I carry a silicone spatula around with me so I can.
Well, it makes sense. It withstands heat and helps
you. Withstands heat. It's kind of soft.
Right. You can get in there and dig around a little bit.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Use it as back scratcher if you need to.
Hey, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, loan it to someone else so they can make some eggs.
Oh. Hey, buddy, huh? Them eggs is fertilized now, kinda. Oh, my.
Hey, can I borrow your spatula? You mean my nut spatula? I guess.
Or they're like, can I borrow your spatula? And you just start scratching yourself. Huh? Yeah, sure. Here you go. Nope. Nope.
Maybe.
Nope.
Maybe.
No, thank you.
Just a wee bit. Jeez, I got to turn this light on. It's getting dark in here.
Huh?
I'm off the mic. It sounds like I'm a million miles away.
You are.
There we go. Now we can see it again.
Tony was a million miles away, folks. You should have seen it. It's crazy.
Guys.
Yeah.
The powers of the internet.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So how the hell are you, man? It's been a long time since we sat down with the miracle of the internet in our podcast studio.
Correct.
So it feels like a long time.
Yeah, it does feel like a long time. Probably because it was. Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Crazy, Brian.
It's been, yeah. Been pretty productive still. Like I've been keeping my roll up of, getting things done. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Completely cleaned my desk off, even though you wouldn't know it looking at it now, because I've just got stuff all over it. But I kind of don't have anywhere to put a lot of it. It's stuff that if I had, like a chest or something next to me with drawers, that I could put things in, I would be able to do something here and clean a lot of this off. But
can I recommend you invest in a pirate's chest?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we can bury it somewhere. Make a map, turns into a whole event.
Mm-hmm. I like this.
Dress up. There's rum involved.
Ooh. All right. Yep. I'm back in.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, this is a good idea. Good plan.
That's actually our side business we can open.
Mm-hmm.
Pirate organizers. We come in dressed as pirates, yelling yar and shit, and just scoop everything into a treasure chest and go bury it somewhere.
No. All right, so here's what we do. Is you know how they have those services now where people can come into your house while you're at work and then they go walk your dog, basically?
Right.
Okay. So basically we do that. We go into their house while they're not there. We take whatever the fuck we want and we throw it in this chest and then we bury it.
I like it. It's what other people can do to their friends. You go to a Renaissance fair and you can have your friend get arrested.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing. It's just your friend gets pirated. So you come home and the door's kicked in. You're like, oh shit, what's going on? And half the shit's gone. And then,
right.
Suddenly there's a treasure map stabbed on their wall with a knife.
Good luck. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ooh, I kind of like that idea though.
Yeah.
You just take a bunch of somebody's shit and then you just send them a pirate map or a treasure map, Yeah.
Or maybe just a piece of it. And then it's like when you played a pirate games, you got to go find the recipes
I like
to the
that.
map.
Here's what it is. Since we live in the world with these fancy phones and stuff, we do it via that. They get the first whatnot through the phone and a video from us, of course, decked out in pirate gear and, being very stereotypical. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, good luck getting your shit back.
Like, oh, I got this weird text. There's two guys dressed up as a pirates, and they have swords, and all my shit's behind them in a truck. One of the guys had my wife's panties on his head. I don't know what's going on.
Exactly. Man, this is a great idea.
Exactly.
Man, this is like taking back when, do you remember when we talked forever ago about how we should be party planners?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
This definitely fits right into
It's
kind of a sub.
right in that same vein.
Yeah, exactly.
We could actually go into the house to plan the party and then pirate it.
Yes. Someone hires us to throw a party while we're in there. Someone else has paid us to pirate the person.
Yeah, exactly. It all makes sense.
Sweet. Double dipping.
It's all coming together.
Mm-hmm. It'd be fun though, because I'm the type that if I was going to take stuff from somebody, I wouldn't take the obvious stuff. You know, I'd take that little shit that you look at and you're like, something's missing, but you can't quite figure out what it is. You know, like something's off. You know, because you're used to looking at like your mantle, your, you know, fireplace or your desk or something, and it's like something is missing from here.
Like, who stole all of the quarter cup measurers?
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Exactly. Like, why would you? Whatever.
Yeah. Like, you're at our, you know, like up in our room, we've got a shoe rack type situation.
Mm.
You just take all the shoelaces, but leave the shoes there.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. That's what I mean. Just shit that you won't notice right away, but then you're like, what the fuck? You know.
Yeah. Who's the dick that? Really?
Son of a
Who
bitch.
leaves empty floss things? They took all the floss, but the holder's still here.
Yep. We do shit like the old, take the deodorant out of the tube and put cream cheese in there, you know, fun stuff like that.
Cream cheese.
Yeah. Or fill like Cool Whip tubs up with mayonnaise, you know, stuff like that, whatever.
Yeah, the fun stuff.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah. Cool Whip.
Cool Whip, yeah.
Well, I like cream cheese into deodorant.
Yeah.
That's only going to be viable for like a day or two.
Oh, yeah, because it's going to be terrible.
It's going to quickly turn south.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or was it? There's one with shampoo, too. I can't remember what it is. Instead of shampoo, you put something...
You just jack off in the bottle like 400 times.
Well, I mean...
That's a long
No. You just pass it around at work like it's a get well card.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Oh. Here's a little something.
Who did this? We all did.
Here's a little something from all of us.
Exactly.
Oh my. Oh.
That's terrible.
That's really awful.
Why would we say this?
Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. That's just terrible.
Terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Well, humans, that's why we keep doing this week after week. Because I imagine people listening to us are also terrible humans. I think we all smell our own.
Yeah. I think you're right. I mean, it's pretty hot out there, so.
Goddamn right it is.
It's tough to stay fresh as a daisy, that's for sure.
Dude. So hot today.
Yeah, I know. I know. I thought I was melting when I went outside.
And we get to my in-laws, and they're like, hey, do you guys want to stay for dinner? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. They're like, oh, that's great. Tony, do you mind cooking out on the grill? And it's like,
dude, it's like 1,000 out.
I'm like, because, they're feeding us.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so hot cooking over the grill.
Right, yeah. I imagine it was. Jeez.
At least it was only like hot dogs, so it wasn't really time sensitive, or I didn't have to really pay attention to them. I just had to show up and turn them around every so often.
If it was hot dogs, you should just put them on the driveway.
They probably would have cooked up real quick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And they're not going to taste any worse.
That's true.
They're hot dogs. So
get that slight asphalty deliciousness to them. Right?
Just like Grandma used to make. Yep.
The little hot tar action.
Yeah. Ooh, that's the best.
All right.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, I see you burnt these hot dogs. Sure.
Although, for some reason, every time I smell hot tar, it's always like, man, that smells delicious. I don't know why.
No.
One of those odd smells. I'm like, that smells good.
Now I'm having an image in my head of you as a little kid just sitting there eating, like just dipping your hand in tar and just
this is so good.
So good.
Just huffing the shit out of it.
Yep.
Get that kid away from the tar bucket.
He's in the tar again.
God damn it. Did anyone keep an eye on him?
Yeah.
No one did.
No.
That's my problem.
No. And you still do it to this day.
Exactly.
You
Why
don't.
I'm such a rascal now, Brian.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
You don't drink stout beers. You actually are just drinking. You have thinned down asphalt that you're drinking.
Yeah, it's a watered down tar.
I
I don't know if you can water down tar because I think it's petroleum based.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know how you would thin it out. There's probably something that would thin it out, but I don't know. I'm not a science geek like that. This is where Dev would be handy.
Oh, that's true. As we call them, chemical dev.
We do?
We do now.
Oh, okay. Chemical Devery.
Ooh, I like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I call him by his official name.
Chemical Devery. That's most excellent.
I like it. Oh, man. So, I mentioned to you that I saw goobers in Kroger and stuff. So, I know you've done this, because at least every guy has done this. I'm sure women have done it too, but I know like every guy has done this to where, you go in the grocery store and you got like 3 things to get and you're like, I'm not going to fuck with a cart or a basket. I'm not carrying a basket around the store. So, I grabbed some bread and hot dog buns and a thing of macaroni salad. And then I walked by the beer and I'm like, they have Chill Wave, so I got a thing of Chill Wave. And then I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get cat litter, and, because obviously I'm putting all this together for a delicious smoothie.
It sounds amazing.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
It does.
Says the guy who drinks tar, or eats tar.
Hey, don't fuck my tar smoothies.
So, I get all this shit. I had something else too. Anyway, all this shit in my hands, and I'm walking toward the front, and of course, then I'm going, I really should have grabbed a basket, because I should have thought about, the cat litter's got that like plastic handle to it that is basically like holding a razor blade across your hand.
Yeah, it's a good time.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is just yanking on my one finger. It was like kind of twisted, so it was just like knifing right into the side of my finger, which is awesome. I cannot recommend it enough.
Thrill a minute.
So I go to set down 2 loaves of bread on. They had this display of Angel food cakes. I go to set 2 loaves of bread down. They slip out of my hand, knock over like 7 of these cakes onto the floor, and then I drop pretty much everything else except the beer because
you have standards.
Because priorities, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it was just because...
I'm pretty sure you could with holding babies, and they would have hit the ground, but the Chill Wave...
Oh, yeah, for sure. I would have made sure, Sure.
Yeah.
Like the baby hits the ground, and I push it with my foot so the beer lands on the baby.
Exactly.
Yeah, priorities. Man,
your bones are still flexible, you little fuck.
Yeah, right? Just gotta watch the soft spot. That's no good,
Yeah, exactly.
Everywhere else. So there I am up by the checkout, and it's like the checkout is literally 10 feet from me. It's like, it's basically like getting a horrible cramp when you've run a marathon and you've got like 10 feet to go, There's a cramp that takes you down or something. So yeah, I dumped just things everywhere basically. So that was pretty fun.
Did you just yell cheese it and take off running?
I should have. On the upside, none of the cakes were injured. The plastic container on, like the lid was kind of, on some of them was dented in, but all the cake was fine. So.
Right.
But
it wasn't your cake.
No, it wasn't.
So, I mean, who gives a shit?
I don't really. It was. Yep.
Yeah, that's. I've been there before. When you walk and you're like, I'm only here for a couple things, and then, you go walking out looking like a circus act, basically.
Or even if it's something like 6 things or something, you're like, like that. I had to get 2 loaves of bread, a thing of hot dog buns. Those are all light. I can, no problem carrying those.
Yeah.
What I didn't consider is that when you have multiples of them together, they kind of just slip out of your hand, because it's hard to, unless you were to, like, I don't know, wrap them around your fingers or something. They, one in the middle kind of wants to just start sliding out. So that's what was happening on one hand, and on the other hand was where I had the cat litter, and, I was trying not to lose basically what was going on with my finger was almost like, how they castrate bulls,
Right.
Thing was wrapped around my finger. It was awful. Or not wrapped, but it was twisted on my finger. So, yeah. Good times.
My favorite's when you do that and you're like, oh shit, we need milk. And then you're walking around cold.
Yep. Or you go get the milk. Like, I'll go get the milk last, Yeah. But there's times I'll go over.
Strategery.
Right. I'll grab like 2 gallons of milk, one hand, because, I'm strong. Because
manly.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm like, I was supposed to get bananas, which are all the way on the other side of the store. So, of course, now I'm carrying the milk.
Just like, I guess no one's getting potassium this week.
That's right. Unless they drink this shampoo.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Your hair's never been so radiant.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't even have to use gel anymore. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Right. So yeah, that was a good time. But what's funny is you and I have always been the type that, if it's funny, it's funny. Right?
Yeah. Funny's funny.
And when all those, I just, in my head is just, you just see the towers of these cakes just falling, and, it's just in my head, and I just started laughing, because what else are you going to do at that point?
What else are you going to do?
I'm not going to get mad. I mean, if I'm going to get mad at anything, it's my fault, so. Yeah.
You didn't yell something like the cake's falling or an inside job or.
No. I did start a website about that, though. I'll have the link in the show. No. Man.
Cakeconspiracy.
Yeah. And to prove the if it's funny to me thing, here I am not just telling you before we record, but telling for anyone to listen to. So.
Goes warts and all.
Yeah. So enjoy. My idiot, masculinity cost me, I wasn't really embarrassed. I mean, a little bit, but it wasn't that big a deal. It'd been different if it was something that broke or, just sprayed everywhere or something like that. But
yeah, right. I would have to say that the man factor of not bothering with a basket or cart, it only would have been upped if you would have spin kicked those cakes.
Right.
And yelled, "Fuck yo cake, I'm a man."
I'll remember that for next time. Like, as I'm starting to drop things, I'll just spin kick it.
Yeah.
No one will be paying attention to me dropping shit at that point either.
Exactly.
Smart.
It works in multiple levels.
Yeah. It was funny when I got up to the cashier, because she's like, "I noticed you didn't drop the beer." And I was like,
Yeah, like, duh, bitch.
Like, listen, first of all, this isn't just beer. I mean, this is Chill Wave.
Exactly.
Like, I gotta take care of this.
The fact you're just calling this just beer, I might just have to drop you.
Yeah. Like, do you see those cakes? Do you want to be like them?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Like, I just dropped 2 loaves of bread on her head. It's like, why didn't you fall over?
Like, but this worked on the cakes.
Yeah.
All my training was a lie.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just picture a montage.
You just dropping bread on cakes.
Yeah.
We're gonna fight these cakes again.
You're ready.
No.
Like out in the parking lot.
Montage music.
Yeah. Then my sensei is like, you're ready. And so I go running into the store. Yeah.
The guy pushing the carts and's like, why is that guy talking to that weird homeless man?
Why not? I mean,
it's like, I always meet my sensei in the garbage can by the Kroger's.
Right? Sure, why not?
That's his dojo.
Yeah. He just spray painted dojo on the side.
Yes.
And then he just huffs the rest.
Yeah, it's the only sensei where his nose and lips are silver.
Yeah. That's his name too. It's like Silver Lips. That's his
yeah, for sure.
Or something along those lines. Silver Nose, whatever. Yeah.
It's just because he's 18 sinuses deep of fucking Krylon.
He just puts it up his nose like nose spray. Yeah. At this point, he doesn't even care anymore. Wow. All right. So how was your week?
It was an all right week. Mm-hmm. Watched some movies, did some things, celebrated our anniversary. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. We went and saw Deadpool 2 for our anniversary, which is, I mean, much like Deadpool 1, it's a love story.
Right.
So it worked out real well.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously no spoilers, but the movie's terrific. Make sure you stick around for the post-credit sequence like most Marvel movies.
Right. Hardcore nudity. Yeah.
Hardcore nudity.
Everybody stuck around after Infinity Wars for that Thanos dong.
Oh, yeah. Turn up, put all the Infinity Gems on a cock ring.
Probably, yeah.
Why not, if you're Thanos?
That would be a much different comic to read.
That would be a way different comic.
Right. Like,
either that, or maybe Thanos is trying to, do his Infinity Gauntlet stuff. Because he's overcompensating. Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Yep, that's why he drives that, that new vet and all that jazz.
Oh, I thought you were going to make reference to his flying chair thing.
I forgot about the flying chair thing.
His flying throne or whatever. No, I don't know. Yeah.
That's so he can shit on the run.
Well, I mean... That's practical.
He's like, I don't have time to make a bathroom break. That's why I built this flying throne. I mean, he does wear kind of like a little skirty thing, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's a kind of like a parted skirt.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. Well, in the comics, I mean, probably not so much in the movie because they like to change stuff.
Everyone makes fun of his parted skirt. And he's like, "It's for my enormous dong."
No. Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I notice you're not wearing socks again, Thanos. Where are your socks at? They're in the washer.
God. Everyone wears boots with no socks. Do they, Thanos?
And shorty skirts, yeah.
Yeah. Get back on your flying chair and get out of here.
Just throw pom-poms at him. Yeah.
For sure. Go be aggressive.
Hey, Thanos, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly.
Fuck. And stop trying to do that basic instinct move on your flying throne, you weirdo.
Oh man, that'd be terrible. Every time someone's talking with him and he's just, he's just sitting there just man-spreading,
Jesus.
Come on, man.
Come on, really? I mean, it's not intimidating at all, but I don't want to see your purple junk.
Right. And he's no Dr. Manhattan, that's for sure.
Yeah, there you go. Purple dick for life.
Oof.
Wait, that's not purple.
He's
blue.
Yeah.
God damn it. God damn it. Cut that part out.
You were referring to Thanos. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no.
All right.
No, we watched an odd movie though on Amazon. I think it was on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Called Infinity Babies.
Now, did this have the Avengers and?
That would have been amazing. It's like Muppet Babies.
Right. It's just a bunch of babies trying to get the stones. Or gems.
The stones.
Yeah.
They're chewing on them and stuff, blowing up.
Yeah.
I told them not to chew on the stone of power. It's about a pharmaceutical company that was doing stem cell research.
Mm-hmm.
And they ended up coming up with a baby that doesn't age.
Oh, wow.
So they have a batch of these couple thousand babies that don't age.
Wow, this sounds like a movie.
It is.
Oh, no, I mean is this this isn't a real deal, right?
No.
Okay, I was going to say this would be freaky as shit if this was real.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we watched it because the cast is it has Nick Offerman, it has the dude from Silicon Valley, his name, and the cast, everyone you see, and it's oh, I know that guy. Oh, I know that guy.
Oh, okay.
It's just some weird little independent movie.
Okay.
So this company this pharmaceutical company started an offshoot company called Infinity Babies.
Sure.
And they're trying to sell these babies to people.
No, jeez.
It's a bizarre movie.
That sounds like that would be a bizarre movie.
But it was you have to go to the end, but it's a good movie.
All right.
But there's so much weirdness in it. There's a lot of moments with Gene. I looked at her like, what are we watching?
Right.
But all in all, it was a good movie. Just bizarre.
Right.
Yeah.
It sounds like it would be bizarre. That's for sure.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But that's all right.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've watched all kinds of shit lately, but
yeah.
we just started watching Runaways, too.
Oh, yeah. I haven't started watching that yet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize the episodes were 50-some minutes long because I started right before we did this, and we're like, ugh, so I couldn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
But so we're about halfway through our episode 1, but whatever. I'm sure we'll cover that on our next episode.
Maybe. We'll see.
I have been, though. I've been taking, melatonin, right? Mm-hmm. Because I basically sleep like hot garbage.
Right.
Pretty much every day.
Yep.
So I started taking it, and it's working. Like, I've been sleeping through the night. I've been dreaming and stuff.
Wow.
But I've been having some weird fucking dreams.
Yeah.
I need to really start, like, recording them in the morning.
Yeah.
Because I know I've had more than the one I have jotted in my notes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I had a weird Dax Shepard dream.
Wow, that's random.
Right?
Uh-huh.
So, as y'all may or may not know, occasionally, for a little side cash, I'll drive some, like, black cars and limos and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, I had this dream when I'm sitting in an office with all these guys who are drivers. I don't know any of them. I have no idea who any of these guys
So,
are.
right now I'm just picturing the set of Taxi.
Kinda.
Okay.
Yeah. But we're all in suits and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And everyone's pissed off at me because I haven't really been working that much.
Mm.
But I get, all the high dollar runs. And I'm
Right.
like, I'm going to tell you guys.
Right.
So my phone rings and it's Dax Shepard.
Right.
So I answer and it's just like, hey Tony, it's Dax. I'm like, oh hey Dax.
Oh,
He's
is
like,
he
"Hey, can you
here?"
pick me up?" I know, right? He's like, can you pick me up at the airport? I'm like, sure, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's mad at me because Dax is calling me directly.
Right.
Right?
He's got the direct line. Yep.
He's got the direct line.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, he doesn't want me to pick him up in like a limo or a black car. He wants me to pick him up in a yellow convertible Ferrari.
That's pretty specific. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Which for some reason my company had.
Well, of course.
And it was one of those things. It was
doesn't?
like a Tesla. Like I hit the button and it starts up and drives to me. You know.
This is the Batmobile?
I know, right? That's
Yeah.
kind of what it felt like.
Mm-hmm.
So now I get to the airport and it wasn't Dax Shepard I was picking up. It was Eva Mendes. Which I don't know why these C-list celebrities
I feel like that's probably an upgrade, though, isn't it?
maybe.
I don't know. We'll see.
I have no idea either.
You have to let us know.
So yeah, so she gets in the car, and then when we're driving and chit chatting, and that's when I woke up.
Right.
But it was just like I woke up and I'm like, what was that about? You
Right.
know?
Right. And clearly, it's there's I don't know.
I mean, obviously, my dream casting agent doesn't have much pull right now.
Right.
I need to work this shit up a little bit. Not that I'm besmirching Dax Shepard.
Yeah, you kind of were.
Eh.
Mm-hmm. I just like the fact that all your coworkers were jealous of you getting
They were super jealous.
the
They were
Dax
very
run. Yeah.
upset that Dax called me directly, and that that he had we shared numbers,
Right.
and we're on a first name basis.
Well, of course. Yeah.
Because that's what it was. It was, hey Tony, it's Dax.
Right. Sure.
Did he pick me up? So weird.
That is such a random person. Have you watched something recently that he's in?
Nope.
No? That's funny. I wonder why your brain just picked that.
I have no idea. I haven't watched anything in forever of Eva Mendes in either.
Right. I'm a little disappointed it wasn't Channing Tatum, but that's alright.
You would think, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what else we watched? We watched a new Baywatch movie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And?
It was terrible, but almost in a good way.
Right. Well, that's what people claim about the original ones, I guess. So.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you got some time to kill and you want to see some,
Bubbies.
hot people,
Yeah.
have at it.
Whoops.
But whatever.
All right.
Yeah. I also got my follow up on my shoulder stuff, although I have to get an X-ray.
Right.
Basically, my doctor's like, "Hey, man, you can move your arm and you have full mobility." I'm like, "Yeah," because of course, the day I wake up to go to my doctor, my shoulder felt. It's the first time it felt fine in like a week and a half.
Right. Yeah.
Like, motherfucker.
Yep.
So he's like, "Well, I can't really do much until we X-ray it." And he's like, "What I'm guessing is inflammation."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, he's probably right, because I can tell when I'm normally eating the way I normally eat, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like this weekend, I woke up yesterday morning, because I've been drinking a lot of beer.
Right.
My shoulder. I was like, goddamn inflammation. So I gotta get an X-ray, but while I'm sitting in the waiting room, and people are just annoyed as shit on me. This woman walks in, her and her husband, I'm assuming. Of course, the waiting room's enormous.
Okay.
No one's there but me. She sits right next to me.
Nice. Well, she knows you get all the Dax Shepard runs.
It's true. It's true. I was texting him, actually.
Right, I'm sure. FaceTiming.
FaceTime. But, so she sits right next to me. One smelled like a fucking ashtray.
Delicious.
Which, coming up with a father who was smoking like a chimney, never a fan of the smell.
Right, yeah, same
it's
here.
Like, oh my God. And then she starts flipping her dumb flapper to the receptionist. "I love your flowers you have up there. I'm going to steal them." The woman's like, "No, plus they're fake." And she's like, "Well, I'm moving and I need flowers like that for my place. I should just take them." And the woman just blows her off, ignores her. So then she's just sitting there and it's always quiet. I'm on my phone playing a game or something, waiting for my dumb turn. Mm-hmm. And just to no one in particular, "I had a real bad day today." And it's like, I know you're trying to bait me into talking to you.
Yep.
Or anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not falling for your shitty games, lady.
Would have been great if she did that, if you just got up and walked away.
Honestly, the smell,
yeah,
I was thinking about it. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, despite the portrayal of, asshole Tony,
mm-hmm.
I try not to be an asshole.
Not sure.
Plus,
I like
they're going to call me any minute now. And it was probably 10 minutes later, me sitting there dealing with it and her talking to nobody. And
well, that's pretty awesome. Yeah.
God, it sucked.
Are you sure she didn't have a Bluetooth in?
I don't even show it. She probably doesn't know what a Bluetooth is. She might have a Bluetooth in her mouth.
Classic.
Yeah, I don't know. I just she kept just doing those open-ended statements.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not talking.
I don't want to talk to you.
Exactly. It's like, well, I wish I had earbuds right now. Not that that would even mean a thing, probably.
Right.
Even if you put them in your ears with nothing playing, a lot of times people are like, oh, he's whatever.
Right. He's talking with Dax Shepard, yeah.
He's talking Dax Shepard, yeah.
Yeah.
Should get him on the show.
We should, yeah. I thought he was just on a little bit ago. You fooled me.
Well, it's because, I was actually playing him like a saved message I have from him.
Oh, okay. Well, I just figured it's because you've talked to him so many times.
So many times.
Yeah. You just nailed it.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I also had the privilege of, I don't know if this is a privilege. So I'm at work.
Mm-hmm.
But much like any time, got pissed hard. So I drank a lot of fluids in the morning.
Right.
And through the whole day.
And pissing hard's your thing, yeah.
Pissing hard's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Walk into the bathroom, turn the corner, coworker's in there completely shirtless.
Were they flexing?
No, he was fiddling with the tag of his shirt.
Oh,
but
okay.
Never anyone I wanted to see with no shirt on.
Yeah.
Like it looked like a man amphibian combination going on.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Like what's the amphibian guy? The guy with the water on his head from Hellboy?
Oh, I was just thinking merman, but okay. Oh shit.
Abe Sapien.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had Abe Sapien body.
That's pretty good.
It was and it's already a person I'm not a huge fan of because I don't want to really get into it, but I'm not a fan.
Right.
And the fact that I round the corner and there's, belly and nipples and hairs and growths, and I'm like, what, I'm
like my trousers are tight now.
If I didn't, now I'm pissing all sideways. Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
Now it's a problem for everybody.
Yeah, there's 3 other people at urinals and they're all soaked.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
Just because everybody's doing it.
Right.
Yeah, it looks like the Bellagio fountain.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I'm disappointed that they weren't flexing, though. It would have been great if you just walked in someone in the bathroom there where you generally would wear a shirt and they have it off and they're just like Hulk Hogan posing. Yeah.
like if they just left the gym, still trying to get a picture of their pump.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, God. This is why I need to, not work for anybody. I need to work for myself, so I don't have to deal. If there's going to be a shirtless coworker, it's going to be me and my dog. That's
weird.
Yeah.
You walk in the bathroom, the dog's flexing in the mirror.
Damn it, Belle.
She's got like a Hulk Hogan mustache on.
Hulking up over there.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Where'd you get that mustache?
Do what?
I said you look at her and say, well, where'd you get that mustache?
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
From my mustache drawer, clearly.
Probably.
But I really only have one more thing to add, and then I just have odds and ends.
Okay.
But the day of my doctor's appointment, I just took a half a day because I was like, yeah, fuck it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Running's hard, Brian.
I wouldn't know. I try not to do it.
Yeah, I was thinking I need to, maybe I should do a little trail running because I like the trail. I like Wildwood. Yeah. So I brought clothes to change into, my toe shoes everyone hates, but I love.
Right.
I'm gonna do some hiking / trail running.
Mm-hmm.
Man, running's hard, Brian.
I know. Yeah.
For someone who doesn't run, this guy.
Yeah.
That'll fuck up your world for a little bit.
Yeah. So I said, I gotta have something chasing me or something like that. Otherwise, running's for suckers.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not something you're into, I don't recommend it.
Men of leisure aren't supposed to run, Tony.
This is true. We're supposed to saunter.
Right. Or be carried.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That works too.
Right. Like we need those things they had at that WrestleMania, like the Andre came out on. That looked like the little rings. And
yes.
Mm-hmm.
That we do need.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess, but until we get to the odds and ends, that's about it for myself right now.
Yeah.
It's my week. How about you, sir?
I pretty much covered the high points of my week. Oh, actually, I didn't. I actually got all my appointments scheduled, on the phone and stuff. And what's funny is, excuse me, I went to my doctor. Was like, hey, I have migraines. I need a referral to a neurologist. And he's like, okay, well, before that, he's like, and he kind of goes through, have you tried this, like medicines and what have you. And I'm like, yeah, right. He tried me on all that stuff. He's like, okay. And he's like, okay, then yep. He's like, I'll send you to a neurologist. He was basically making sure that the real common stuff had already been tried because if not, he would just, do that stuff before sending me. And, so I was like, okay, whatever. He gives me the referral and the woman at the doctor's office writes 2 names on the thing, and the first one I call, talking with the woman about, I got to schedule an appointment, blah, blah. And I was like, well, do you take this insurance? And she's like, no, we don't. And I was like,
Smack her mouth. I asked you, did you take this insurance?
Like, did you see those cakes I knocked down? I got 2 loaves of bread. Don't fuck with me.
Oh my God. You're crazy cake knocker guy down I saw on YouTube.
Yep.
Damn right.
I just come in like whirling 2 bags of bread around. Kind of like, like a cop twirling his baton, walking in a room or something.
Got them tied together like nunchucks.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
like, bitch, this is sourdough.
Yeah. Don't make me pull out my baguette.
I'll do it.
It's a code word for my dick.
I mean, yeah. So I didn't call the other number on the list right away because it was like, I can't remember. I think I talked about this on the Crazy Life last week, but, like all the neurologists around this area pretty much are an hour or so away. The ones that take my insurance, that is.
Oh, of course. Man, that seems like
right over at the Toledo clinic, there's neurologists, but they don't take my insurance. So,
of course.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, this sucks. So I look up on my insurance website and I start calling neurologists that, it says take my insurance. And I keep getting, no, we don't, and blah. And I'm like, wow. So I call the insurance company and I'm like, hey, these all don't take this. You guys really should have somebody update your website because someone's going to see these and go, oh, and then they're going to go through the same thing I just went through, making a bunch of calls you didn't need to make.
Right.
So the woman's like, okay. And I was like, well, do you have anything close? Like, is there anyone close that I can go to instead? She's like, no. She's like, really, everything from you is at least an hour. And I was like, I don't drive. This is a real problem for me. And she's like, well, we can get you a ride wherever you need to go. And I was like, no. I was like, it's more that it's like, it's still an inconvenience, cause if I'm going to the Toledo clinic, it's 15 minutes over there,
Right.
Whatever my time is there in 15 minutes, within 2 hours, I'm probably there and back and done. With the others, like, you gotta drive an hour, wait probably half an hour to 45 minutes, it adds almost an hour or longer to your overall time, so it's just a pain in the ass, but whatever. So I'm like, alright, whatever. Might as well call this other number. Call the other number, they take my insurance, and the woman goes, the doctor's name, his last name's Ahmad. And I'm like, yeah, I need to make an appointment with Dr. Ahmad. And she goes, which one? And I'm like, I don't know,
The one with the coat on.
Yeah. So,
stethoscope.
And she, basically was like, well, this is the one that, people normally get referred to. She's like, but he's booked for like 2 months. She's like, the other one, I can get you in like right away. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, I'll go to him because, that's awesome. Normally for a neurologist, I've had to wait 2 to 4 months for an appointment,
Right.
So I get, and she goes, okay. And she's like, do you want to go to the Taylor location or the Monroe location? Now for anyone around here, Taylor's about 45 minutes? Yes. 40 minutes, something like that. And Monroe's 25 maybe at the most,
But that's how fast you drive.
Yeah, right. So, it's, and on the upside, like their location in Taylor is on Eureka Road, which is kind of the road that just runs right through that whole city. So I knew I know almost exactly where their place is in Taylor. And Monroe, I'll have to find it, but it won't be a big deal. But I was just like, yeah. So I'm like, you have a Monroe location? She's like, yeah. I was like, oh, thank you. I was like, that one. And she goes, well, it's going to push you out another couple weeks. I'm like, no, that's, that's perfectly fine with me. Cause that's awesome that cuts the time in half.
Right.
Essentially. So, which is, and it's also extra great, like when the weather's shitty, like in the winter or whatever. I don't have to go, it's less. In Michigan, so weird, like 10 minutes north, the weather could be totally different from here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And like drastically different. Like we'll get like flurries, then like 10 minutes north we'll get like 12 feet of snow, So,
exactly.
I'd prefer not to go any more north in Michigan when the weather is bad than I have to, So, yeah, it was just funny though, because I went through all this headache. If I just called the 2 numbers that the doctor's office gave me from the beginning, I would have had this handled and not had to make like 6 other phone calls.
Well, what can you do, right?
Yeah. Never said I was smart, Tony.
These things happen.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was pretty much it for the week. I'm like you, I just got stuffs from here. Oh, real quick, like, I finished season 3 of Baskets, and,
right.
Which is still a weird show, but I don't know why, but I really like it.
That's fair.
I think it's mainly because Louis Anderson is so damn good as the mom on that. And yeah, now I'm behind on Westworld. I had written it down because I'd finally.
I'm so far behind.
Yeah, I'm not, obviously no spoilers, but I had caught up, and now I'm
right
2 weeks behind again. So it's funny though, because early in this season, I was kind of like, what are they doing? Like, kind of like, this isn't is grabbing me, as much. And then the last episode I watched, I was like, So,
I'm in now.
Yeah,
huh?
Exactly.
Nice.
It really kind of, opened the world up a little bit. So, or not the world, but like made me want to invest in it. Not that I was going to quit before. I was still going to watch it, but
yeah, ride or die.
Yeah,
sure.
But I was kind of like, this isn't. It's hard for a lot of shows to, when you do something really good in one season, it's not always easy to come back with that strong second season.
Yeah, for sure. Right.
Yep.
Now, I saw a sign for, Moe's, that burrito place over by the beer stube.
Yes.
I know it's a chain.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Moe's Southwest, whatever. I saw a sign for them that said, Moe's Catering. Right?
Okay.
And then underneath it says, yes, we'll cater that event too. Which kind of makes me want to challenge them. Like, what if you're throwing like some sort of like big like sex party?
That'd be awesome.
Like, I need a platter of tacos, all your salsas, about 150 condoms.
Right.
Like, what?
Right. All the taquitos.
I just want to know what their limit is to. Yes, we'll cater that too.
Well, I mean, they'd probably cater anything as far as providing the food for. Whether or not,
I guess you're right. I guess they're not there like jacking people off or whatever.
Right. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't know the
Depends
rules.
on who's delivering it.
Yeah, I don't know their rules. But yeah, if there was such a thing as like being there and serving their food, that'd be a different story. I would assume they probably wouldn't want to be there for sex shows. Maybe, I don't know.
You never know.
I don't know how freaky Mo gets.
Right.
I mean, he might be down.
Maybe he's a furry.
Yeah. He might be.
And he shows up with a platter of tacos and he's dressed as like an Arabian horse or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And he's like Yippee-ki-yay.
God damn it, Brian. That goes deep.
That's a real old callback.
Yeah.
Really, really old. Yeah. That's interesting, though. I would like to know the boundaries.
Terms and conditions.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You should, shoot him a thing on, like, Twitter or something and, be like, hey, whatever, like.
Yeah, I don't know. Just curious.
Yeah. What won't you cater?
That's the question. I need to get a picture to sign, and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I got some weird ideas. Like, would you cater a pirate party where we crash into someone's house and steal a bunch of their shit? They come home, there's Moe's wrappers everywhere.
Yeah, and son of a bitch.
Like,
we got pirated.
It's bad enough they stole all our shit, but they didn't even leave us any food.
Nancy, they didn't even flush the toilet. God damn it.
He's right, we wouldn't.
No.
It's a totally pirate thing to do.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, yar, I just walked the plank in there.
That's terrible. Terrible. Yeah.
Hey, so I know you're more Twitterized than I am.
Uh-huh.
So I'm sure you heard about this, but how about that Subway Canada poll? Did you hear about that?
No.
Subway Canada. They put up a poll that was like, what's your favorite bread? Yeah. And nobody voted.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Which is probably a first in Twitter.
It has to be, yeah. Somebody always votes.
I'll have to include the link to you then, because you got to see the screen cap. Because they have like, I can't remember how many thousands of people followed the account and nobody voted.
Wow. You'd think somebody would have, just for whatever reason, you know? Wow.
It's hilarious, if you ask me.
That's rough. Poor
I
Subway.
mean, I don't know, maybe it's a Subway thing.
Yeah, maybe. Subway just needs a hug.
Subway needs something going on.
Yeah. Sitting in the corner crying right now.
Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Tears of maple syrup.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
Delicious tears.
It was, well, maybe that's what, I think I know why.
Okay.
Because it says, pick your bread, bae. Italian, 9 grain. Italian herbs and cheese flatbread, 0 votes. How about you say, you don't say pick your bread, bae?
Yeah. Just
Please.
be like, which bread resembles yo dick?
Yeah, exactly.
If you know what their breads look like, that's a really disturbing statement.
There you go. 135,000 followers. Nobody voted.
Nobody voted. That still blows my mind that no one voted. Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? They would probably get more votes if it was which bread most resembles your dick.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. In fact, maybe I'll put one. Which of Subway's bread resembles your dick? Should I include them in that? I think I should, right?
Definitely.
Oh, man. Did you see, was it last week? I think it was. They announced that the FDA approved a new migraine medicine.
No.
It's actually, it's like, I think it's a once a month injection, and I think it like turns off some of the things in your brain that tells you that it hurts. You know, that you're having like a migraine essentially. But it's supposed to prevent them. And it was actually developed for migraines, whereas a lot of migraine medicine kind of started as something else. Like they use beta blockers, you know, which are usually used for blood pressure. They use those for migraines also.
Right.
They use Topamax, which is an anti-seizure medicine for migraines, you know, so they started as something else, but they're like, oh, well, it does work here too. This was like one of the first drugs that's been focused, you know,
specifically geared for
yeah.
them. Huh.
Yep.
Interesting.
Is
it, you said it got approved?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, once monthly injection, for the low price of $575 a month.
Oh my God.
But
damn, I'm in the wrong business.
No shit, right? From what I read, it sounds like insurances will pay for it because of how debilitating migraines are.
Right. Now,
what's weird to me about that idea is that this isn't like 100% success rate. You know, there's still gonna be people who this won't work for. And you're still supposed to go through, kind of everything else first. Like this is supposed to be like a, you know, last ditch kind of deal. Yeah, I'm trying to find, damn it, I can't find this article.
Does it have like crazy side effects? Like you always, you know,
no,
anal bleeding, your dick might explode and, you know, whatever else.
No, that's actually something else, is that basically in their study, I think they said no one or very few people, shoot, where is it? Dang it, I can't find it now, I just saw it. Oh, here we go. It's what side effects that it may have. People are basically like, no, I'll take those over migraines, you know, kind of a thing.
Right.
But eventually it's like what it did was it prevents, I think it said it prevents for most people that it works for, it prevents like 50%, which would be amazing. You know, anybody who suffers from migraines, if you were like, hey, I can cut your migraines in half, they'd be like, oh, thank God, you know, cause they're brutal.
Right.
So, it's you know, exciting stuff, but, I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully it works for some people. Some of the people that have taken it already, have said that, like, there's a woman they have in the article, and she said since she's been on it, hasn't had one.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, so they're not promising that. They're promising a reduction because it helps prevent. So they're hoping to just reduce the number. You know,
but that's still better than anything else.
Well, and that's essentially what they give people Topamax for, is to try to prevent migraines. Like, it may not stop them, but to, you know, try to lessen the number or frequency of them.
Right.
So hopefully this will work for some people, because
really,
certainly know enough people that
suffer
from them, myself included.
I've never partaken in them, but I know you, my coworker's girlfriend, she gets crushed by him. He tells me stories. You know, he'll get home and it's just like the house is dark.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh boy, you know, because she got hit by one.
Yeah. I mean, I've talked before on the Crazy Life, like I maybe on here too. I've had sometimes that are just so bad that I'm crying because they hurt so bad, you know.
Right.
And there's nothing I can really do for it, you know, like that I found so far. But I haven't tried a lot because of my dumb insurance.
Fair enough.
So that's why I'm going to a neurologist. Hopefully.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Square some shit away from you.
I'm just hoping they aren't like, hey, let's try Botox, because I really don't want to do that. Because I've heard that some people only have to get like a few shots, and some people have to get a lot. Like, one of my Twitter friends, she gets like 30 shots of Botox when she goes.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't so much want to go for 30 shots. Not that it's that bad. I'm sure they're dead. Those real small, you know, needles don't bother me. I can deal with that shit, but I just don't want to. Plus, the idea of Botox is still weird to me, even though it may work. It works for a lot of people. So,
right. Think about the reduction eye lines.
You're right.
No. Think about all the duck lip pictures you can take.
What was I thinking? Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah, I won't have to worry. When people tell me to smile, I can say I can't. Yeah, that would be perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, why? Because I'm trying to prevent migraines.
Right?
Like, how does having DSLs prevent migraines?
That's a fine question.
Right?
That is a BuzzFeed thing I would click on.
BuzzFeed worthy.
Yeah. How having DSL.
That clickbait got me.
Yeah. I'm in. Oh, man. Did you see the disgusting amount of money that Fox agreed to pay WWE for SmackDown Live?
No.
It's a 5-year deal, worth more than $1 billion.
Good Lord.
That's just for SmackDown.
Right.
Yeah. Now, and at the same time, ESPN reached $1 billion deal with UFC. ESPN's going to start having fight nights and stuff.
Yeah, I did hear that one.
Right. Fox is no longer going to have those, but ESPN will. Which is going to really suck for a lot of people because, you know, like actual Fox had a couple on, even though the others were on Fox Sports. So if you have that, you probably have ESPN. But yeah, they're good. I guess they're going to move SmackDown from Tuesday to back to Friday, and it's going to put a WWE program on. It looks like they're going to put it on Fox, like not Fox Sports or anything, like on actual Fox.
Yeah, Fox proper.
Right, and I was reading a rumor, and I don't think it'll happen. I talked with Fluffy Bunny Ash about this too, and she kind of read the same thing, that there was a rumor kind of going around that Fox was basically saving their pennies so that, because what is it, like sometime soon Raw is going to be, the contract with USA is going to be up. Mm-hmm. And that Fox might go after them hard with that and be like, we'll put it on broadcast TV, which means more TVs, you know, potentially can watch it. Which is worth more advertising dollars, blah, blah, blah.
Right, yeah.
So that's part of what they did with SmackDown. But there's things going around saying that like NBC has already kind of offered WWE like 3 times what they're paying them now to keep Raw. So that, because they know if they don't make a disgusting offer, Fox is probably going to make a disgusting offer.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, Fox has got all that money now because Disney bought all that shit from Fox.
Right.
You know, they bought all the movie stuff and all that and whatnot, so now they can just dump cash into Fox Sports.
Yeah, they got that Scrooge McDuck vault going on.
Yep. I mean, they've been hiring ex-ESPN employees for the last couple of years. If you look at Fox Sports now, a lot of times, there's at least one former ESPN person on like every one of their shows.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense, though, right?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Wow, wild.
Yep. Yeah, they went from being just like a regional gimmick to like an actual, you know, kind of powerhouse or a real alternative to ESPN, you know?
Right.
But yeah, that's a lot of cash being thrown around on both of those.
Yeah, that's a lot of cash.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, $1.5 billion, I'm sorry, was the for a 5-year deal with ESPN and UFC.
Still.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And there's going to be some of it's going to be streaming content. Like, it looks like exclusive streaming content, like through ESPN's, whatever it's called, ESPN Plus. That's what it is.
Right.
So.
It's not ESPN 8 to Ocho?
That'd be great, but no.
That would be great.
It should be. It should be.
I mean, I guess since we're on the subject of a lot of cash.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the dummies that are suing McDonald's for $5 million because they're paying for cheese they don't want?
What?
Yeah. So, well, you might find this shocking. Dayline, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Oh, yeah, I'm shocked.
Yeah, 2 McDonald's customers with beef about cheese.
Huffington Post, isn't it?
This is actually a local Atlanta news affiliate, but they probably took it from Huffington Post because it's very much a HuffPo thing there. Alleging the restaurant giants engaged in deceptive and misleading business practices on its sale of the Quarter Pounder with cheese. Because it says McDonald's, you sell 4 items in the Quarter Pounder category, with or without cheese, with prices ranging from 30 to 90 cents more for cheese than without. And at some point, it ended the practice in store, according to the lawsuit. So these guys are saying they'd rather pay a little less for the Quarter Pounder without cheese, but they don't have that choice anymore.
Oh, okay.
So McDonald's is just charging them for the cheese outright. So they're like, fuck you. Class action lawsuit for $5 million.
Wow. Every restaurant you go to is like, here's what the dish consists of. If you ask to subtract something, I've never been in a restaurant really where they start taking money off.
No.
So this would set a really bad precedent across that industry. Or not a bad one that would force all the places to change how their menus are set up, you know?
I can't imagine this will go anywhere.
No, but it is interesting though, because like if you go to Burger King, a Whopper does not come with cheese. Like if you want cheese, you have to ask for it, you know?
Right.
I'm actually kind of surprised places don't just do that with certain sandwiches, like the Quarter Pounder or something. Just be like, hey, it's, you know. Because they're right though, because I remember every once in a while I go to McDonald's and order a Quarter Pounder and forget to say with cheese, and then I'm like, oh,
they were like, fuck, this is garbage.
Yep, right in the tree.
Yep. Just like it was an angel food cake.
Yep. What I should have done when I knocked those cakes down, should have dropped the Macho Man elbow on them.
Oh, goddamn, my soundboard turned off.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, Macho Man.
You thought it was Dax Shepard doing Macho Man, I bet.
I did. He is a master of
sex.
Yes.
Because Dax Shepard was mentioned.
Oh, yeah!
There you go. Yeah.
So yeah, I saw that, and I just the frivolous lawsuits.
Yeah. That's just dumb.
I mean, I hate it.
Yeah. I mean, I get what they're getting after, but it's like, look, McDonald's has changed the menu to where it now says a Quarter Pounder sandwich comes with cheese, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You know, places do that all the time where they change what comes on, you know, things like that. It's just get over it.
You don't want the look you would get if you're like, hey, I'm going to order this burger, no ketchup. You're going to charge me less, right?
Yeah. They're going to go, no.
No.
Yeah.
So it's just like, whatever.
Yeah. It's basically like, what you're paying for is the sandwich. We give you the accoutrement for free.
Yes.
That's
exactly.
kind of more of how they see it, even though you are paying for all of it, but yeah.
Right.
Whatever, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong, people have bitched about that for years that, like leaded versus unleaded gas and, the price difference and, stuff like that. Or how many times when you go to get something that's like, sugar free or something free and it, or where they've removed a product from it and you get charged more,
Right.
People get mad and I'm like, yeah, but it's because it's an extra step in the process and there's less demand for it. It's simple economics, folks.
Yes.
Anyway.
Silly.
I hope the judge, if that gets to a judge, I hope it doesn't even get to a judge, but if it does, I hope the judge just crumples it up, wipes his ass with it, and then jams it down their throat.
It's like, why would anyone want this without cheese? They're delicious.
Yeah.
Look at me. I eat them every day.
He just walks in and he's got 2 quarter pounders in his hands.
Just stack.
Extra cheese on his, because McDonald's is like, hey, from all the cheese these guys didn't want, he's got cheese for life. Double cheeseburger money, even, if you want an old reference.
He walks in, they're like, Judge Mathis, 4 quarter pounders, or as we call it, the pounder.
Yes.
Yes, I'll take my usual order of the pounder.
Yeah.
He's got mustard and cheese on his chin. He's a savage.
Yeah. But he's fair.
He's fair.
Yeah. Calls it right
Fair,
down the middle.
Just.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, he adjusts the middle before he calls it, but...
Truth.
Yeah.
Sure, he's got no pants on under his robe.
Who does, though?
Yeah.
Like, you're not supposed to wear pants under a robe.
No.
Or tie it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure, his tighty whities look like a crime scene. It's okay.
And not just the back, the front, too.
Yeah, the whole thing, all the way up to the waistband.
That's terrifying.
If you eat a pounder every day, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I kind of want to get 4 quarter pounders and then have a pounder.
Right. Well, I think Burger King right now has a, I can't think what they call it, but it's like a double quarter pounder Whopper or something like that. And I'm like, it's a half a pound. Like, that's how you fraction.
I have to ask Luke about this. Be like, your job is stupid.
He'll agree with you, I'm sure.
I'm sure he will.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So that caught my eye in my perusing of things, and this other one caught my eye, okay, there's one thing we can agree on, I'm sure, everybody, Brian, listeners.
Mm-hmm.
The internet is full of porn.
It is?
I know. Shocking.
I only watch wholesome cat videos.
Oh. Well, if you click off of those.
I didn't even know you could.
I know, right?
I thought the internet was just constant streaming cat videos.
All the time. Might as well be. In some
just like a waterfall of cat videos.
That would be amazing. Except for all the cats dying on the rocks below.
Right.
Yeah. But, it's full of porn. It's super easy to find.
Yeah.
You don't have to get crazy to go sexy boobies.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Enough said. Okay.
That's the 3rd really old reference we've made on this show.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, apparently YouTubers are hiding softcore porn behind fake diamond ads.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. So I'm like, what? And they, of course, they provide links.
Well, of course.
Why wouldn't they?
Yeah. What are they, savages? Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, where's the link? The one I clicked on, the link they give you is called Diamond in something Best Diamonds in the Sky. They're all like a variation of Best Diamonds in the Sky.
Okay.
And it'll be like 2 to 3 hour videos.
Wow.
And the video starts apparently with all these ones. And it'll be like a couple minutes of, fast cars or like scenic stuff and then panning over like jewelry and diamonds and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then it cuts to Asian women that are scantily clad, not naked,
mm-hmm.
but like, in very little clothing, and they're just like gyrating or the camera zooms in on their boobs or...
Wow.
And that's all it is for hours. Because I kept scrubbing forward. Just, I don't get it.
Do you know what it is? It's so kids who have parents that look at what they look at probably don't think it's anything naughty.
That's their weird workaround.
Yeah, because picture, if you looked at a name like that, it sounds innocent. It doesn't sound like a softcore porn.
Little Jimmy's gonna be in the jewelry business. Look at all these diamond videos he's watching.
Exactly. Meanwhile,
the only Roxy's interested in getting his off.
Right.
Ryan getting his off.
He likes to relax, my friend.
He does like to relax.
That's for Oh man.
So yeah, I mean,
that's really weird.
I don't. And YouTube is just weird in general.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But you're right though. Like if you just want to look at women in various states of dress bouncing around, there's tons of that out there.
Yeah, like I mean. It takes one Google search, and there will be some woman ski pulling 2 dicks at the same time.
Wow, yeah.
It's like,
mm-hmm.
I mean, you're probably right. It's probably so there could be sort of a stealth jacking situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if I'm just gonna go say this, if the kid's smart enough to know there's stealth porn on YouTube,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure he could figure out how to clear his history.
I would think so. Yeah.
Or go into incognito mode.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
you would think. Yeah, because it's also going to get around keywords. Because like YouTube probably looks for certain keywords, and like that's not going to trigger any of them because they can't take diamond and make that a word that gets flagged,
Right.
Because, I mean, what about all of Diamond Dave's videos,
I know,
King Diamond.
Dick.
Yeah. Anyway. All right, really quick.
The internet's such a weird place.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so from BK's, because that's what the hip kids call it, from their website, the name of the sandwich is the Double Quarter Pound King.
Okay.
The description says featuring more than a half pound of flame-grilled 100%-ish beef, topped with all of our classic favorites, American cheese, freshly sliced onion, zesty pickles.
The zestiest of pickles.
Ketchup and mustard, all on a toasted sesame seed pie. Yeah, they straight out, the first thing they tell you is that it's a half pound.
They just had to come up with some just wacky ass name for it.
The thing is, you're right. Because they could have put, like that first line of the description could say that it has 2 quarter-pound patties on it. That way it would have kept with the name, but they decided to, point out that it's a half pound right underneath calling it a double quarter pound.
Well, I mean, it's just being kingly,
I guess, yeah.
It's like, you remember Braveheart?
Yeah.
How the king showed up and at their marriage ceremony, and he's like, "Hey, I'm the king. I get to bang your wife."
Sure. Prima nocta.
That's all Burger King's doing, just with words.
Wow, I didn't know he did that.
I know, right?
He's a scoundrel.
That's what happens when you're royalty. You get to get away with shit.
Yes, it's good to be the king.
It's good until, William Wallace shows up and mushes your head with a hammer.
Nah, it's fine.
Well, whatever.
You can't mush the Burger King's head like that.
Yeah, that's a big domer he's got.
That's right. Plus, I mean, he's well protected also.
Yeah, it'll probably hit you with a couple spicy chicken shurikens or something.
He's just throwing nuggets at you, like spicy nuggets, of course.
Spicy nuggets, right in the eyeball. You're down for the count. It's over.
That's right.
Yeah.
Kids
Weird.
these days. Silly Burger Kings.
Say what now?
I said silly Burger Kings.
Well, I mean, they always, what was it, the King Ranch, and it was 8,000 calories or something crazy. They always do it. They're always up to no good.
Yeah.
At these fast food places. It's kind of like, It's like the space race and the nuclear race, Russia's like, we got all these bombs, so we're like, we got all these, and that's just fast food. They're trying to one-up each other.
Yeah, you're right.
The most ridiculous burgers.
With the same verbiage, actually.
Yeah.
Look at this gut bomb, yeah.
Yeah,
well, no,
sure.
it's the sandwich itself doesn't bother me. It's like, hey, whatever. People are going to be pigs. That's what America's about.
Yeah. I was just talking about eating 4 quarter-pounders.
Yeah.
To have a pounder.
You certainly were. It's just the name that bothers me. That's all.
Right.
I guess it probably makes it easier for the employees. No knocking on your son, but it makes it easier for the employees to do the math on how many patties to put on there, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, all right, one of these is a quarter pounder, the double quarter pounder, so there's 2. Maybe I'm giving him too much credit, but I don't think so. I think it just helps.
You're probably right, as sad as that is. Because I've heard some stories about some of the people he works with.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that actually might be accurate.
Oh, man. Can you imagine if that was if that was the real reason behind it? I mean, then again, I worked at a video store where the damn computer was like, hey, here's how to give the exact change down to how many pennies and nickels to give. And people still were off on their drawer.
How's that even possible?
Right? That thing tells you exactly how many to count out to them. It's like, well, I never used it because I don't need to. I can make change. But,
yeah, because math.
Yeah, it's not hard math. But, even if it is, that's fine. But it tells you exactly, like 2 nickels here and whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 3 nickels. Yeah.
It would be great if it just someone followed it to the T. So it'd be like, oh, your change is, $9.42. It just says 42 pennies. Hold on a second. Let me count these out.
That's what would mess some people up, is they would run out of nickels or dimes, and it's telling you to give whatever, like 2 dimes to somebody, and then they freeze because they can't figure out that 4 nickels equals 2 dimes,
Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah.
We're all doomed.
Right.
With our change counting skills, Brian,
mm-hmm.
Once the apocalypse happens,
mm-hmm.
in a post-apocalyptic world, we'll be kings of our change counting skills.
I think you might be right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Finally.
I know. Jeez, about time.
The men of leisure in the new world.
That all my diamond videos I'm uploading.
Naturally.
Of course. We should do a sexy diamond video for our YouTube channel.
That would be great. Oh, man.
That would definitely be something. I don't know if great's the word.
Yeah, you're right. It would be something, though.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Did you see that Cartoon Network announced that they're bringing back Thundercats?
Really? No,
but it's not anything like the Thundercats that people are used to.
Oh, please tell me it's live cats in thunderstorms.
No. And it's not cats wearing thunder shirts or whatever they're called. Nothing like that.
Right.
No, it's some really weird animation. And it looks like it's gonna focus more on it. Have you seen Teen Titans Go? The new Teen Titans cartoon?
Yeah, I think the kids watched a little bit.
Okay,
it's like super, super cartoony looking.
That's basically what they're going to do with Thundercats. A lot of people hate the style, like the look of the characters, because they show like a preview of the characters. But obviously there's going to be a large segment of people it's the old, Brian Regan. It's not what I'm used to. So right. There's a large segment of that. And it was like, you know what? Maybe I don't love the animation, but I'll give it a try, because I kind of felt that way about Teen Titans Go, because the other Teen Titans cartoon was really good, that they had on before. And then when they brought this one in, they were basically like, this is just going to be goofy and irreverent and whatnot.
Oh, jeez. That is goofy looking.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't love it. It's just,
it's kind of, I don't know. There's a cartoon it reminds me of.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to bug me.
I can't remember, so I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like another existing cartoon already.
And it's very likely it could be, because maybe it's from an animation studio that did, well, it's from Warner Brothers Animation, so I don't know if.
It's called Thundercats Roar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, man, please tell me Snarf's not involved.
No, he's right there.
God damn it.
It looks like you got the full cast.
You're right. Yeah, I see him now. Damn it. I'm
not going to watch the trailer right now, but I would like to see what Mumra looks like in this animation style.
He's on the link I have, he's at the bottom on a poster.
Okay.
You can't see him real well, though, but. Wow, the very first comment says, Jesus, enough with this style already. Man. Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, the last run that they did with Thundercats wasn't a bad show. There were some really good episodes in there. Like really good writing and stuff. But, the demographic's little kids. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
So, like, this looks like it would fit. This is it's very kind of, essentially like Mad Magazine or something, like something just goofy like that. So, looks a little like, regular show.
I can definitely hear our generation of nerds. I can hear them grumbling and like lighting torches and sharpening pitchforks.
I've seen so much of it on Twitter and Facebook and stuff. Yeah, just people just about the whole thing, and it's like, dude, here's the thing with all this other stuff. As much as we can not like it, it's like you can go get the Thundercats from our youth. You can go get it. You go buy it and watch it to your heart's content.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah. Although it is interesting, like the last run that they had with Thundercats, they canceled it. I don't even think it got a complete season, or they finally aired the final few episodes and then that was it. I don't remember. It got canceled before the end of the season. And I think they said there were like 3 or 4 more episodes, and I think they did air them. And then that's it. And like I said, there were some really good episodes in that, but didn't do very well.
Now it's time for Wacky Thundercat.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is like they tried that way. It didn't do very well. So now they're trying this,
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not necessarily against it. I like kind of cartoony, goofy shit. So, might be alright.
Hey, gotta have an open mind and stuff.
Sure. Allegedly.
Here's what I would want.
Yeah.
I would want, the animation style's fine, whatever. I want Mumra's voice to be Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Hey, old Thundercats,
or if not him, I'll settle for Panthro having that voice.
It's got to.
Oh no, I agree. Yeah, and I also would like Snarf
Mr. Catman, get the fuck out of my pool. Oh my god!
How about instead of him doing Mumra's voice, it's just Carl?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, my fault. I thought you were meaning. Yeah, all right.
Like the voice of Mumra needs to be Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Right. No. No, what I was meaning is like Carl is actually in the cartoon.
Oh, as Mumra.
Well, sure, but I was just meaning as Carl.
Like a white beater and the Mumra headrass?
Yeah, like he...
Flip-flops and sweatpants.
Okay, yeah. All right, I'm in. I'm on your side on this one now.
He's got like that scarab necklace on,
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, but Carl, the ever-living.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Carl, the ever-living.
Oh, my God, dude. Okay, so when he turns into... Oh, what is the other... It's Mumra, the... something. Anyway, when he's, the one that...
Mumra.
Yeah, it's like Carl's always just like looking in the mirror, like flexing and shit, and yeah!
Chicks dig this.
Yeah, he's got like a mullet. Because he's got to have ridiculously long hair. It just fits Carl,
Oh yeah, for sure.
When he's in that mode. Because it's basically, that Mumra is what Carl sees himself as in the mirror.
Yes.
Like, cause he's like, I'm a ladies' man and all this kind of stuff. Yes. Alright, I like this idea.
Yeah, Carl the ever-living.
Yep. God damn it. Oh man, I want to see somebody draw this up now.
All right.
I want to see Carl the ever-living.
I agree.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I already have that written down. All right. Do I have anything else? I think. Oh, I have one other thing. You know, we haven't had like a video of the week in a long time that we've talked about.
It's been a minute, yeah.
But I got one that Fluffy Bunny Ash sent to me. And there's a guy in WWE right now. His name's Kevin Owens. And he, like, trash talks during his matches. Like, he makes fun of his opponents during the match. And he'll make fun of people around. And, you know, when he does commentary, he's just on fire. You know, like, he's just amazing at being just that heel that just makes fun of or poo-poos everything kind of a thing.
Right.
Well, there's a video from WWE's YouTube's where as he's walking down the ramp, he grabs a camera, and it's from his perspective essentially, like as other wrestlers are coming down the ramp and he's walking around the ring and stuff. Like one of the guys' music's hit and you see his thumb out and he's like, boo! Just shit like that. And just making fun of them, you know. Like that Braun Strowman guy comes out and, you know, his music starts with like a raw kind of thing. When that happens, Kevin, he kind of jumps and he's like, that scared me, you know, and just, it's just goofy and it's fun because it's from a house show. And, you know, the guys, a lot of them, they let loose a little more at you know, they're not as tightly in character, but I just like, you know, it's a kind of fun video to watch. And honestly,
fun little silly thing.
They could do that like weekly and I would watch it. Like it's something I would definitely watch. Like, Ashley mentioned, like giving him his own show on the network like that, where it's just him at these events with like a camera, you know, dinking around basically, or making fun of like other matches, kind of Mystery Science Theatering, you know, their wrestling matches.
That would be an interesting, like, live stream to do or something.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll have the link to this video. Unfortunately, for YouTube's sake, it's a long video because it's almost 5.5 minutes. But
well, hey, after you get done watching 3.5 hours of Diamond videos,
yeah, gotta cleanse the palate a little bit.
Gotta cleanse the palate,
you know, while you're putting some Gatorade in your face because gotta rehydrate.
Yep. Gotta rehydrate.
Yep, it's important.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a sprint; it's a marathon.
Right. Wait. All right, so yeah, that's all I got, my friend.
Well, I think it's cue to Dubs then, Brian.
Oh wait, I just forgot. Almost forgot. I have a shut up and take my money.
Oh shit!
Shut up and take my money.
Okay, so you watched. I had you watch the new Matt Hardy match, right?
No.
No, like the one from his compound that they did in the WWE? No? Okay. I know I told you about it, but at one point he gets on a lawnmower, like a riding mower, and as he's walking up, he says something and he's like, mower of lawns! Because of how Matt talks when he's like that. Anyway, WWE Shop has a shirt with Matt sitting on the riding mower and it says mower of lawns on it.
Well, that's pretty great.
And I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy one because it's ridiculous. So
can't resist.
No, I can't. So yeah, that's the shut up and take my money for the week.
Well, there you go.
Shut up and take my money.
All right, now it's cue the W time.
So last week we asked y'all, how was your day? So on Facebook page, Gordy Poutine, miss you, buddy. He says, my mind is blown. It's a question a week, but it's about a day. Is it paradoxical or ironic? I don't know, but I like it. The answer to that question is not simple, but I'll try to be brief. My day was good.
Excellent. Like to hear that.
Yep. Philip says it was good. Counting down the days until the brewery opens, which is just under 3 weeks away.
Awesome.
Boom. Heno, he says it didn't suck. Parentheses, I set a low bar.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. And Jeff from Obi, he says lather, rinse, repeat. So I think it's the same shit, different shovel.
Right.
That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same old shit, dog, just a different day.
Exactly. But that's what we had on the face pages, Brian.
Well, I'm looking at the Twitter here, and I'm not seeing any responses. So I'm going to do a quick scroll here, because once again, if I missed somebody's response, I apologize, but for some reason, it didn't show up. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. So
There you go.
that's alright. I have a couple from the emails, though. It's alright, we'll just jump over and do those. So, Fluffy Bunny Ash says her day was pretty good. She did some gardening, planted some lilies, and to tie it in with last week's episode, checked on my green beans.
Nice.
If you didn't listen to last week's episode, boy, are you in for a treat.
Yes, for sure.
She said they shot up about a half foot over the last couple days. She had her Aikido class in the evening, got to toss some people on their butts and play with her swords a bit.
There you go.
And she also says, since she forgot the previous week's Q the W, if she could change something about her, she'd change that, or was it, she said, about me, I'd change that I answered last week's Q the W on time.
That's pretty funny.
I like it.
Yeah.
And, okay, we got, Cheeto Bandito with, how was my day? Fuck you. That was pretty much my response for anyone who asked me that question on Monday, the day I listened to the show. Monday ate all the dicks, sucked all the ass, and just gorged itself on shit. Boy, Monday was hungry.
I know, jeez.
Damn. It said, today's pretty good though, thanks. And then how are you guys?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm alright.
So that's what we got then, Brian?
Yeah, that's what I see.
Beautiful. Well, thanks, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I like what you got. Good job.
Boom. And say you got our question Q to W for this week lined up, sir.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know if where I heard it was I'm sure it was not the origination of it, but where I heard it from was the Moth podcast, and which is a good storytelling podcast if you're into that kind of thing. Anywho, their question was, name something your mother, I guess really I'm going to say parents. Name something your parents warned you was dangerous, but it isn't.
Well, I mean, I haven't done the research.
Right.
But
I know you are the type that you like to do thorough research.
Oh, so much research.
So thorough. Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that eating and swimming is bullshit.
Are you willing to try it?
That was something I would be willing to try. I'll have a pounder and I'll go for a swim.
A pounder? Fuck. I don't know if I would do it after that, man, because you might have other things you need to do before you go swimming.
That's true. Well, that's true.
Drop some kids at the pool for sure, but...
I just know that I've definitely eaten and then was immediately in the pool and felt fine, but as a kid, that was right out. If we were eating, they're like, nope, you can't get in the pool until X amount of time. I don't know if my mom didn't want like Cheeto fingers in the water.
I mean, that's a good reason,
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. But, in hindsight, that's bullshit. That's what I say.
Mm-hmm. I think mine's pretty easy. Mine is they're all gonna laugh at you. No, mine is, going out with wet hair. Because, that was a big...
We both did that once, Brian, and look at us now.
Well played. Shit, I didn't think about that. Yeah. But, the reason for it was you'll get pneumonia and whatever. And that's not how that works. So, it's, or you'll get a cold. The wet hair
directly affects your head lungs.
Right. Head lungs.
Which then drip down into your chest lungs.
Yeah.
That's how I think that's how that works. I did some research, like we're talking about, thorough research on head lungs.
Right.
Couldn't find much, oddly enough.
Right. You just write your own. It's fine.
Yeah, no, I'm like, I'll just make my own Wikipedia entry.
Right. Science loves fan fiction.
Definitely.
Totally. Oh, man. Yeah, it was, like I said, it was you'll get cold or you'll, or get a cold, I'm sorry, or you'll get pneumonia.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I won't. And
Yeah,
I've done it a bunch of times and never got sick off of it, so. But, you are right, look at us now.
Because now, in hindsight, maybe we should have listened.
Maybe.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious to see this one, because, I'm hoping for some that are just really out there type ones,
Right.
Like, I think ours are pretty standard fare type things.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've seen lists online before where it's like things your mother told you that are totally wrong, and both of ours are on that. So I'm hoping somebody has some really, really good ones.
Like my mother told me if I swung on the swing set at 2:30 during May, my sister would get mauled by wolves, and she did.
Little did little Timmy know, his mom actually loosed the wolves on his sister.
Like I told him,
this is on your hands. That's terrible. What a terrible parent.
What a shitty mom.
Right? I mean, sure, it's cutting your food bills in half or whatever, but,
Well, true.
or a third, whatever, fourth, I don't know.
She had somewhere to put that treadmill now.
Mm-hmm. One more pounder for you.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm really hoping we get some weird ones.
I hope so too.
There's gotta be. Everybody's got some weird shit in their, childhood or family or whatever. Also, this doesn't just have to be from your childhood. This could be something as an adult you were told also.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It turns out to just be bunk,
Yeah.
Like, there's plenty of fish in the sea, or you're handsome,
Right. That he's your real father.
Yeah, he's coming back. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
This is your uncle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a reason you and the mailman have the same hairdo.
Right. Because he went out with wet hair too?
He went out with wet hair too.
That
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
It's an epidemic, man.
It is.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah. Give us weird ones. Please.
Also, give us suggestions for Q to W.
Yes. And also, ask your friends if you want to. You can submit answers on behalf of them if you'd like. That would be awesome.
True.
Too.
Friends, weird neighbors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially weird neighbors.
Homeless senseis.
Sure. Ask old Silver Nose or...
Yeah, go visit the dojo.
Yep.
But I think what we're really saying is...
Show me what you got!
Indeed.
Boom.
Yep. So yeah, when you see the Q the W question pop up, on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, maybe share it around a little bit.
Yeah, let's show your friends.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot one other thing I wanted to mention that I did this week.
Oh shit.
Which you know about, but I was in Walmart and as I'm walking down the one aisle, they have this big bin just full of like foam dinosaur heads. And,
right.
And I'm like, holy shit, I think this will fit on my head. So, I take my glasses and my hat off and put the thing on and took a nice picture of it, which is pretty much now if I didn't already have such a good avatar on Twitter, that would be my avatar everywhere,
Yes.
But anyway, I was going to say, if you think of it or if I think of it, one of us should put it up on the Salty Language feed.
Definitely.
So, and to kind of make a throw to your reference to, monkey shit from last week, or doing monkey things. Shit. Yeah. Someone on Twitter was like, post a selfie and like tell me what you're up to, basically. So I posted that and I was like, just dinosaur shit.
Yeah.
So this is going to be my go-to thing anytime I get a chance. I'm going to use this because it's a pretty good picture. Like, I love the fact that the mouth is like way open. It looks like I'm, so it's pretty strong.
That's amazing.
I really wish I would have bought it though. I really should have. There's so much fun to be had with that thing.
Right. Fucking dinosaur shit.
Right?
That's perfect, Brian.
Yep. Oh, man. All right. So that's what I got.
Beautiful. I think that's a show, man.
Alrighty. Well, then, as usual, we'll ask you to go check out saltylanguage.com. Or, tell other people to go check out saltylanguage.com and stuff. While you're there, you can see the networks we're part of, like Tangibound Network, Geek Life Radio Playlist, and...
Danger! Watch your back! Danger!
Entertainment.
Nice.
Yep. And if you want to help the show out, if you're going to be shopping on Amazon, please swing by saltylanguage.com first. Click on the Amazon banner, and then it'll take you back right to Amazon. You can just shop away. It doesn't cost you anything extra. If you do have an ad blocker on, you may have to turn it off or it won't show up, though.
True.
Just, yeah. But, come on, help your boys out. Do it.
Yeah. Do a solid, yeah.
Do it.
Do a solid.
Also, you could help the show out, as we kind of mentioned already, retweet our posts, or, like our show links, or share them on the Facebooks. That kind of thing helps us out a whole bunch as well. And if you're using Apple Podcasts, please rate, review, and subscribe if you haven't already. Remember, 5-star ball wash.
Mm-hmm.
We should figure out something that's worth giving away, and then be like, hey, we're gonna do like a month. Anybody who leaves a 5-star ball wash comment gets entered in a drawing for, I don't know, tender kisses or something, whatever.
Well, we could definitely do tender kisses. For a sexy diamond video.
Right, travel not included.
Definitely.
And they have to come to us. We're not flying to them or something.
Nah, fuck that.
Noise, yeah.
That's crazy talk.
Yep, exactly. If you're using Stitcher or Spotify or other apps to listen to us, please use their like or share options or buttons to share our stuff, please. And I can't think of anything else off the top of my head, so we'll go to the social medias. If you want to reach out to the show, if you have Q of the W suggestions, you can email them to us at saltylanguage@gmail.com. We're on Twitter at salty_language. I'm on Twitter at Stunami.
I'm on Twitter at Monotony. And you can find us also on Snapchat, salty_language is myself.
I'm Ninjitsu.
And we're also on Instagram as Salty Language, and we're just all over. Everything's on the website, though, saltylanguage.com.
Truth. Yeah, our snap codes are on there and everything. So.
Yep.
Although I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed because after finally giving in and creating a Bitmoji, which I'm still feeling dirty about, it changed my code thing to where it's no longer my creepy ass one before, and now I kind of want it to be my dinosaur picture.
Yeah, unfortunately, it just. I think if you have a Bitmoji, it's just your Bitmoji now.
Yeah, I think so too. I looked to see if I could change it, but I couldn't. So I may look around online to make sure there isn't some crazy hidden thing, because Snapchat.
Yeah, this is true.
Not like they're real forthcoming with what you can do with their app.
Not at all.
So all right. Well, I guess until next week, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Oh, man. Stay salty. Super salty, even.
Super salty. And, I guess, be careful with your headlongs.
Mm-hmm. Don't want to get that pneumonia.
Nope.
For sure. Don't want to get a chunk of, meat lodged up in there.
That's kind of weird, yeah. You certainly don't want that.
Truth.